All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a pretty crazy trade here. It is the Detroit Pistons receiving Coby White and Tomas Satoransky, and the Chicago Bulls receiving Jerami Grant. Now, first, right away, looking at this trade, it seems a little lopsided in favor for the Bulls, but we'll talk about that here in just a second. Now, Chicago has Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and then you've got Lauri Markkanen about to be a restricted free agent, and I would think it's safe to say he will not be back. Even if he wants to come back, I'm not sure the Bulls would be up for that. Now, if he leaves, the Chicago Bulls, I got to say, the Chicago Bulls, like, their main priority in this offseason is getting a point guard. So I would only do this type of trade if the Chicago Bulls received a point guard in free agency, right? So keep that in mind. Now, Coby White is a solid point guard. He's a really, really good catch-and-shoot scorer. So that would give Killian Hayes, Isaiah Stewart, Cade Cunningham, whoever they end up drafting, that would give them a good another scoring option whenever they need to kick it out. Now, Detroit would also see a big drop in cap space. Now, Chicago, the tough part about this trade is I don't know if either team would be really, it's risky for both teams. White has shown a lot of promise, especially late at the end of the season. He saw an increase in playmaking and better and improvement on the defensive end, which is what we need from Coby White. Personally, I don't think he's ready to be the starting point guard of a playoff team just because of those two glaring issues. But, I mean, Jerami Grant, at the same time, fringe all-star. He just had a breakout year, so the hope is that he just continues. But, I mean, he's making about $20 million a year, so you got to keep that in mind. That's probably going to affect free agency. I don't know who they'd be willing to get, but you are getting rid of Tomas Satoransky's contract as well. That's about $10 million there. So, if I think the Bulls, if they were to make this trade, they would have to get a little. They'd have to play around in free agency. They would have to play around making some trades, not bringing certain guys back. Having Lauri Markkanen off the books would be a help, and having Tomas Satoransky off the book would be a help. But I don't know if they'd be able to retain Thaddeus. I don't think that they would retain Thaddeus Young at that point, or maybe try and get him back, get rid of Tice. It makes the money kind of tough. Now, Jerami is a better all-around player than Lauri Markkanen, so that's why I think he's also just a better player than Coby White. So I think it actually might take a little bit more to make this trade make any sense for the Detroit Pistons. From the Pistons side, if they get Cade Cunningham, I think they would have to not really be too sold on Killian Hayes if they were to make this trade for Coby White. However, Coby White could play the shooting guard, or he could just come off the bench and be another scoring burst. So Tomas Satoransky's got to be in this trade. 37% three-point shooter, relatively solid. So it'd give him a boost in offense and three-point shooting. But, I mean, I think for the Pistons side, they can get better offers for Jerami Grant. From the Bulls side, I like it. I don't think they would be able to get too much better offers for Coby White, but at the same time, that money might become an issue. However, if the Bulls are really into going all in, this might be a trade that they would actually pull through. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I'll see you guys tomorrow.